Do I need to sell my existing home before I can buy a new one? Hey everyone, this is Cheryl Morrison, your local Chicagoland real estate attorney. And today let's talk about logistics of buying a new home when you already own one home. So if you are thinking of moving, maybe because your kids are off to college and you don't need the space anymore, or perhaps your family living situation has changed because of a divorce or a new baby, or you've gotten a new job, you might find yourself in a situation where the home you have now just doesn't work for you anymore. Now, in that instance, you absolutely are going to be looking at moving, and one of the big things to consider is the logistics of how you make that move from one home to another. Now, most people do sell and buy at the same time. And they can either do that by putting their existing home on the market and know that when they get that contract, then they will go find the home they want to purchase, or they will start looking for the new home. And once they've identified that new home, then they will quickly put their existing home on the market with the goal of trying to do both transactions at once. Lots of people do it. I actually love working with people who are simultaneously buying and selling. I think that it's just a fun way to help people and to keep track of both of those transactions and make sure that it goes really smoothly and things happen at the same time, if at all possible. But that might not be for you. You might not want the extra anxiety of trying to do both transactions at once. Maybe it just isn't, what you were thinking. Maybe you want to sell, but you haven't, or you want to buy, but you don't have to worry about quickly being out of the one home. Or right now, clients are having a lot of issues with that transition period because if you're buying and selling at the same time, that means that you have to mostly be packed up and ready to go. And right now, not everybody feels comfortable with staying with relatives or going and staying a couple nights in a hotel between the buy and the sell while everything is packed up. Now, of course, you can pack up. I've had some clients pack up, have everything packed and ready to go, and have just done sleeping bags on the floor in the family room so that they have someplace to stay that night before the closings, and then they hurry up and try to move into the new place, and then crash on sleeping bags again until they're unpacked and settled in. If that doesn't sound fun to you, though, you might consider not buying and selling at the same time. So there's a few different things that you need in order to qualify for a situation like this. The big one is that you have to have the assets and income to support paying two mortgages at once. Now, even if you tell your lender that you intend to sell quickly, they know that if there isn't a current contract and closing date on that it's not guaranteed, and they'll want to make sure that you can pay both of those mortgages at the same time. So you need to have the assets and income to support paying both mortgages at once. You also need to make sure that you have the cash on hand to pay your down payment on the new home, because you'll still need to do that, before you're able to get that loan, and then it's just a matter of servicing both debts. Now, depending on your particular situation, if you've lived in your existing home for a long time, or perhaps you have a 15-year mortgage or otherwise have been paying a lot extra on it, you might find yourself in a situation where you have a lot of equity and you could pull that equity out to use that for the new home purchase. You can get a bridge loan, borrowing against the one property to get the mortgage for the next property. There are options there, but the main thing to think of is just, whether or not you have the assets and the income to support doing that. If you do, it is a nice way to separate the two transactions. It gives you a little bit more time, might ease some anxiety that you might have, and, just give you a little bit more flexibility. Now, in this market right now, homes are selling fast. So unlike other times where many homes sit on the market for a long time, people are selling very, very quickly. So it might not be necessary if you're just worried about, we've found this new home that we love, but we don't think we'll be able to sell our old home in time. So I hope that this has helped you a little bit. There's lots of different things to consider for sure. If you're thinking of this, you absolutely need to let your whole team know right away so that we can help you work through the logistics of everything. Make sure that nothing's been overlooked. So please be sure that you tell your realtor, your loan officer, and your attorney about your plans, and we can help you make everything go smoothly. So please give this a like, share it with anyone else who might benefit from this knowledge, and then do subscribe so you can continue seeing my videos. Thanks everyone, bye.